The sheep, heart, trachea, and lungs. So if this were in the sheep, our little sheepy would be standing like so. Okay? So here's your lungs, obviously. On the other side, here's your heart. This stuff dangling off the end here, this is what's left of the diaphragm. All this gunk. Okay, so come back up here. If you just want to feel some of these cartilage rings, how tough they are. Right here, really, really tough. And they are not complete rings. They're open in the back. Okay? The only complete ring of cartilage that goes all the way around is the very first one, right at the very top. Right below those big thyroid plates. That's where you have the cricoid cartilage. It's the only one that goes all the way around. Okay? So if we follow this trachea down to the level of the lung, coming down here, coming all the way down, you see you have a big split right here. Right? First big V right here. Those are the right and left primary bronchi. So the trachea splits. You got one big tube going to each lung. Okay? And then if we pull back the lung tissue a little bit, you see that that primary bronchus splits. Right? You see the second split there? Those are the secondary bronchi. And then if we were to keep dissecting, it would just keep splitting into smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and smaller airways that finally dead end in the alveoli, which have little air sacs in the lungs.
So this first one is the
This
primary?
is the primary, and then where it splits, those are the secondary.
Okay.
Okay? And it talks about the root of the lung in your book. The root of the lung, they're just referring to where that primary bronchus goes into the lung. It brings along with it the artery, the nerve, and the vein. Okay? But if they put a pin there, you say primary, it's fine. Okay? It tells you to look for the membranes on the lung. There's a little bit of visceral pleural left. Right? Not much. But that would be the membrane that's right on the lung tissue. Okay? Good with the block? Okay, then we move on to the human model. So just to orient you, this is the hyoid bone, right, way up here, the hyoid bone. These are the thyroid cartilages, these big plates right here. The bump on the front is the ventral median prominence, or the Adam's apple. Okay. Here are the cartilage rings in the trachea. You see that they are not complete rings, right? And this is where the esophagus would be laying, right here. Okay? The only complete ring, and you can't really see it on this model, is the one right under here. That's the cricoid. It's the only one that goes all the way around. Okay? This flapper here, that's your esophagus. Your epiglottis. Esophagus. That's your epiglottis. It's when you swallow, that thing clamps down like that, and that blocks the opening to the trachea. Okay? And it actually forces food to go down the esophagus. Okay? These things right here, these are the arytenoid cartilages. And those are attached to the vocal folds. When those move, the vocal folds move, right? Okay?